When HYBE makes an announcement, the entire K-pop world listens. But no one was prepared for the shocking statement that dropped without warning late one evening. HYBE officially confirmed what really happened between Jungkook and Taehyung. The word spread across fan communities like wildfire. Within minutes, hashtags dominated Twitter, TikTok exploded with reaction videos, and fan forums were flooded with speculation. For years, ARMY had followed every subtle interaction between Jungkook and Taehyung, analyzing glances, laughs, and moments on stage. But never before had the company stepped in to confirm anything about their relationship. A midnight bombshell. The timing itself was suspicious. HYBE's press release came out close to midnight in Seoul, a time usually reserved for quiet disclosures meant to avoid the spotlight. Instead, it had the opposite effect. By morning, international media outlets were already running headlines like, BTS members at the center of HYBE's latest revelation. Fans divided as HYBE breaks silence on Jungkook and Taehyung. The truth about BTS's Golden Magne and V finally confirmed. The global nature of BTS meant that no matter the hour, millions of eyes were online, refreshing pages, waiting for translations, dissecting every word. Social media in meltdown. ARMY's response was immediate and emotional. On Twitter, within just 3 hours, the hashtag HYBeConfirmedJKV surpassed 1 million tweets. Fans created endless threads, some filled with joy, others with heartbreak, and many simply overwhelmed with shock. TikTok saw an eruption of emotional edits, montages of Jungkook and Taehyung's most iconic moments set to sad or dramatic music. Some fans posted reaction videos with teary eyes, saying, "I can't believe this is real." Others screamed in disbelief, replaying the announcement over and over, searching for hidden clues. On Instagram, fan pages flooded timelines with bold captions like, "The day history was made. We always knew. Now it's confirmed. This changes everything." Divided opinions. While many ARMY members celebrated the confirmation, others were skeptical. Some questioned HYBE's motives. Why now? Was this just a PR strategy? Is there more to the story than they're telling us? The fandom found itself in a rare divide, half overjoyed at the acknowledgement of something they had long suspected, and half worried that the announcement might have deeper, more troubling implications. The calm before the storm. But the most important question remained unanswered. What exactly did HYBE confirm? The company's statement was carefully worded, leaving enough ambiguity for interpretation. Instead of putting rumors to rest, it fueled even more speculation. Every fan, every media outlet, and every critic demanded the same thing, the full truth about what went down between Jungkook and Taehyung. And this was only the beginning. To truly understand why HYBE's confirmation shook the world, one must revisit the story of Jungkook and Taehyung. Their connection didn't begin under flashing stage lights or in front of screaming fans. It started quietly, behind the walls of the BTS dorms, when they were just teenagers chasing a dream. From strangers to brothers. In 2011, Jungkook, the youngest member of BTS, joined Big Hit Entertainment as a shy, wide-eyed trainee. Barely a teenager, he was overwhelmed by the intense environment, surrounded by older boys who seemed far more confident. Around the same time, Kim Taehyung, later known as V, entered the company almost by accident, after following a friend to an audition. Despite their different beginnings, fate brought them together. Jungkook, introverted and reserved, found in Taehyung an outgoing, warm presence. Taehyung was playful, mischievous, and unafraid to speak his mind. Where Jungkook hesitated, Taehyung leaped. Where Jungkook held back, Taehyung pulled him forward. It didn't take long for the two to form a bond that felt more like brotherhood than friendship. Dorm life and growing pains. Life as trainees wasn't glamorous. They lived in cramped dorms, sharing rooms, meals, and struggles. Both boys leaned on each other during moments of doubt. Jungkook often said that without the older members guiding him, he might have given up. Among them, Taehyung stood out as the one who treated Jungkook less like a younger trainee and more like an equal. Late-night talks, Shared jokes and even silly arguments became the foundation of their relationship. Fans would later describe them as soulmates in disguise, bound by something deeper than simple camaraderie. Early BTS days, the duo fans couldn't ignore. When BTS debuted in 2013, their chemistry was undeniable. On stage, Jungkook and Taehyung gravitated toward each other naturally, exchanging glances and playful gestures that ARMY quickly noticed. From the very beginning, fans began creating compilations of their interactions. The way Jungkook's serious demeanor softened around Taehyung, and how Taehyung's playful nature seemed to bring Jungkook out of his shell, fascinated millions. Moments like Jungkook pulling Taehyung closer during fan meetings, Taehyung whispering jokes in Jungkook's ear on stage. Their habit of laughing uncontrollably at inside jokes no one else understood. These became iconic in ARMY culture, sparking endless conversations, theories, and edits across social media. Iconic Taikok moments. Over time, their bond only grew stronger, and so did ARMY's fascination. Fans even coined a name for their duo, Taikok. Some unforgettable moments include the hug in 2017. During the Wings tour, Jungkook broke down in tears, and it was Taehyung who pulled him into a tight embrace, whispering comfort while fans screamed in awe. Run BTS episodes. Their playful banter, pranks, and teamwork in variety shows showcased a side of their friendship that felt raw and unfiltered. Behind-the-scenes clips. Whether traveling, rehearsing, or resting, the way they instinctively sought each other out never went unnoticed. Each of these instances became treasured memories for fans, solidifying the belief that their connection was one of the most authentic and powerful relationships within BTS. Why fans are so invested? To outsiders, it might seem strange that a friendship between two band members could cause such global waves. But for ARMY, Jungkook and Taehyung's relationship represents something larger: hope, loyalty, and unconditional support. Their bond isn't just about two idols being close, it's about watching two young boys grow into men together, navigating fame and hardship while holding on to each other as constants in a chaotic world. For fans who themselves struggle with loneliness, friendships, or identity, Jungkook and Taehyung's story feels personal. It shows that even under the weight of global stardom, true bonds can exist and endure. Setting the stage for HYBE's confirmation. This history explains why HYBE's recent statement hit so hard. The relationship between Jungkook and Taehyung isn't just background trivia, it's the beating heart of countless fan stories, theories, and emotions. So, when HYBE finally confirmed something about them, it didn't just clarify rumors. It touched years of memories, laughter, and tears. It felt like a piece of ARMY's own history was being acknowledged. And that acknowledgement was bound to change everything. Whenever a story about BTS makes global headlines, there's always one name in the background pulling strings: HYBE Corporation, formerly Big Hit Entertainment. While ARMY adores BTS for their authenticity and connection, the truth is that behind every concert, interview, and release lies a highly strategic company balancing business, image, and fan expectations. So when HYBE decided to confirm what went down between Jungkook and Taehyung, it wasn't a spur-of-the-moment decision. It was the result of careful calculation, internal debates, and immense pressure. The weight of being BTS. BTS isn't just a boy group. They're South Korea's most successful cultural export, a billion-dollar brand, and a symbol of national pride. Every action they take, every word they speak, has consequences beyond music. For HYBE, this means managing not just the careers of 7 artists, but also an entire empire built on their image. BTS is tied to merchandise sales, fashion brands, partnerships with global companies, and even government cultural projects. A single controversy can ripple across industries. That's why the company has always walked a fine line between giving BTS creative freedom and tightly controlling their public narrative. How HYBE handles rumors. Over the years, countless rumors have surrounded BTS: dating speculations, friendship tensions, and even false scandals. HYBE's typical strategy has been silence.